and YouTube, not on here. Because this all has to be regifted. Yeah, I think she was upset she wasn't mentioned, but we definitely did not. At least, maybe we said something, but last night was definitely not about her at all. Not at all. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't think. And then she went on to prove her innocence. Just because Gabby can't explain to the police well what you did doesn't mean the rest of us don't understand what you did. Because I can promise you, if it was me explaining it to police, you would have charges against you. If it was anybody else explaining it to the police, you would have charges against you. We all know Gabby's not good at explaining that stuff. That's the reality. Gabby didn't say you tried to lure her kid from the park. You're a liar. You're a liar. She did not say that. She said exactly what happened, that you texted her sister and asked her sister to bring her child to the park for you to meet him, which is weird. Since you wanted to be talked about, let's talk about it. Hey, everybody in the chat, do y'all think it's weird for someone you don't know and from the internet to just be like, hey, can you go get your nephew and bring him to the park? Because I've got autism too and I want to meet him. Yeah. Yeah. Can you do that, Danny? You do that, Danny. Like, that's odd, girl. That's odd. Is that weird? That's odd. That's weird. Tell them. Yeah, weird, girl. Yeah, weird, girl. That's right. Tell them. Like, my husband would be not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very odd. You literally, like, you think because you snitched on, like, your whole goal in snitching on Pink was to take eyes off of you. I've been telling you were weird from the start. So don't even get started with me talking about people trying to jump on you. You are the HOA, whether you like it or not. You are. Any adult asking to hang out with a child is super weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's strange. Hold on. We need to be gingerbreads. Hold on. Yes, we need to be gingerbreads because you have decided to be. Okay. Gingerbread. Mom's a gingerbread. Every life she centers herself in. That's what I'm saying. She's trying to play victim and nobody is even talking about her. That's what I don't understand. Nobody was even. Can you please not rub chapstick all over my stuff? We're about to do school. I don't understand. Nobody was even. Can you please not rub chapstick all over my stuff? We can do school. I want to go. You want to do school? We're going to do school in just a minute. Mommy's getting the stuff together too. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, she just wants attention. And like, she tagged everybody but me in it. She could have tagged me. Why you ain't tagged me, girl? Yeah, it wasn't about her. She wanted it to be about her. That's the reality. She don't like being left out. Well, if you don't want to be left out, well, here you go. Here's you a whole live dedicated to you, Zennial. The things you've done are weird. You were going in people's chats and saying whether her car was home or wasn't home. You think that's normal? Do you think that's normal? It's not. It's not normal. That's not okay. The only reason, I already made a video, but the only reason you don't have Gabby content on your page anymore is because you got in trouble for it. You told us, remember? You said she reported all your stuff. That's the only reason you took your Gabby content down. The only reason you have follows is because you have Gabby content. Literally. Imagine a 2-hour live, maybe mentioning her one time, saying that the whole live was about her. Girl. Tell me you want the HOA to like you. Just say it. That's all you want. The problem is you are an HOA member, but they don't really like you. They were just going to use you. But whatever's wrong with you, you couldn't figure that out. Like now you're like, I want to be a baker and I want to show everyone all my cooking skills. We can all bake. Listen, it's not that complicated. What you're doing is not that hard. I do it every Christmas, okay? Every Christmas. Most of us aren't trying to make cat turd brownies, though. I do. You do have a special knack for that. So I don't know how you get them to look just like a cat turd from a litter box, but you do. That is a talent. Hello, Tactical Possum. That right there is a talent. Oh, I clicked the wrong fucking thing. Damn. Nope, that's right. That's right. Bye-bye. You do schoolwork. Did you see the wife that accused of killing? Oh, yeah. Corey Richens was convicted on all counts. That's pretty crazy. We could talk about that tonight, too. But yeah, this one's for Zenny. I just thought it was important to go live. She wanted to be mentioned. Hi, Sean. Zenny wanted to be mentioned. She wanted that live last night to be about her, so I figured I'd give her a live to make her happy. It seemed important to her. Yeah. Can you please not do that, ma'am? I was just shook when I scrolled across that video. I was like, I don't recall anything being about you. How narcissistic and self-centered can you be? It was literally about Tiffany lying to CPS. And also, since Tiffany wants to continue to lie and try to say those messages are fake, once again, we'll prove Tiffany to be a liar, per usual. We'll prove Tiffany to be a liar, and we will get you the messages that they shared out of Darlene going to the Duncan. Compare those with that, and we will be working on. I mean, Tiffany didn't give permission to share the phone number yet, and it's her phone number, so we're just asking for permission. If those messages aren't from you, can we share that phone number? Because then it would just be a random person's phone number. So it wouldn't matter if that phone number was just shared, right? Right, Sniff? You're going to clean all those up. Yes, you are. But I have a feeling she probably doesn't want that phone number posted. Public court docs. I mean, that would be a good way for people to check it. That is for sure. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That must be why Zennial did that last night. Yes, ma'am. That's me? You drew me? Oh, that's so beautiful. I am gorgeous. At least when you draw me, I am gorgeous. Thank you, my love. Yeah, she'll never give permission. And Zennial, if you don't take back, okay, I'm going to give you 24 hours to apologize for assuming that live was about you, or I'm going to hold an actual live about you. This was just for funsies. Me, Brownie, Sean will hold an actual live about you and do all the things that you've accused us of doing. You've accused us of doxing. You've accused us of reading out stuff about your adult children. If you want me to do that, I will. Because I done told y'all, the second, and I mean it, the second you people mention my children again, or you bring up anything that has to do with my children again, I'm reading everything. I'm reading Zennial's court docs. I'm reading all of Tiffany's. I'm reading all of Feisty's. I'm reading everybody's. It don't matter whose it is. I don't care if it's from 30 years ago. I don't care if it's from yesterday. I'll read everybody's. I don't care if it's got your kids in it. I don't care if it's your kids' court documents. I don't care if it's your grandkids' custody paperwork. You do it to me, and I'm reading everything. And I'm an investigator. So, is that the route you want to go, Zennial? Because there's Facebook posts of what you've said, of what your grown children have said about you. Do you want the rest of the internet knowing that? No, because I'm a nice person. I haven't shared anything like that. But if you want to keep accusing me of doing those types of things, how about I do it? Y'all ain't care when y'all was reading all Jessica's, all Swifty stuff. Y'all ain't care when y'all was reading all her stuff. So why not? If we just gonna dump it all together, let's dump it. I'm telling you, nothing's off limits. Nothing. The second you people do it, the second, I mean everything. You better hope you ain't got a new grandchild on the way. I'm posting their picture. You better hope you ain't got, let's see what we got. You done had a family reunion with all the kids, the nieces and nephews. posting. It's gonna be everywhere. You better hope everybody's Facebook locked down. Y'all gonna go get Florida girls pictures off Facebook. You better hope everybody, your great grannies, your second cousin twice removed. You better hope everybody's Facebook is closed down. Everybody. Because I'm done with y'all. Y'all want to play nasty. Y'all want to fight dirty. Fight dirty. Let's play. Let's play. Yeah, because mommy would do anything to protect her babies. Yes, she would. That's beautiful, baby. So just remember that. Just remember that when y'all want to do this. Now, Zennial, like I said, yes, ancestors. That includes ancestors. You better hope you ain't got ancestors. You better hope great grandpappy obituary was looking good. That's what you better hope. That's what you better hope. Because I'm not, I'm done with y'all. Y'all done shared my kid walked away. Y'all done shared my dead ass grandpa. Remember when y'all did that? Remember when y'all did that? Y'all shared my kids. Y'all shared all. So one more thing. Y'all get one more chance, baby. One more. But Zennial, like I said, I'm going to need an apology within 24 hours to me, Brownie, and Sean for saying that live was about you, because no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You got 24 hours, and then I'm formulating your timeline. I'm formulating your timeline. Okay? If it's okay for them to do it, then it's okay for everyone. Exactly. Game on. I got you on all of them. Exactly. Exactly. Baby daddies. We posting everything. Oh, yeah. She's definitely not a nurse. She lied about that, too. She tried to give the impression that she was a nurse. It's stolen nurse valor, okay? They love to do that. People love to do that. I don't know why people like to pretend they're a nurse, because really, like, are we that great? I don't know. Sure, we save lives and stuff like that, but we're just regular humans. You know, people did howl out their windows for us at one time during COVID, but that's it. Then they started treating us like shit again. But she's loving this attention. Of course she is. Of course she is. So, Zenny, I was almost going to, listen, I almost said something not nice about your husband. I almost said something not nice, but I didn't do it. See, I held back. I held back. Where is she at? It's okay if you're not modded. It's going to be okay. Comment again and I'll mod you. I will get it eventually. I don't get on here very often, but listen up. Okay, so Zennial, remember 24 hours to apologize to me, Brownie, and Mama Sean, all three, because you mentioned all of our names. This is why you shouldn't mention names, because when you don't mention names, you don't have to release an apology. I want a public apology. I want you to say that live was not about you. You were mistaken, because you were. You were mistaken. It wasn't about you, okay? So that's it. I would appreciate that. Or we'll give you what you want, and you can have a whole live about you. You can have, if that's what you want a whole live about you, your children, all the things. All the things that you say, all the things that you say that I've done. Don't bring cookies, because I don't want your cookies. Them things look like cat turds, and I don't want them. No, no, no. And I see you be digging all your little fingers in them and all that. No. Also, do you have a license to be selling stuff out of your kitchen? Somebody should check into that. Somebody should check into that. Do you have a license to be selling things out of your kitchen? Also, do you have, like, are you reporting this to the IRS, the money you're making from this? Or are you just cash only? Listen, I'm not the one, okay? Because I know laws, I know things. I'm pretty educated. Yeah, don't make me call the health department. Yeah, you know what? Actually, if you don't, I'm calling the health department. Everybody wanted to go real life. I'm calling the health department. Those cat turd cookies need to be inspected ASAP. Those cat turd cookies have to be inspected ASAP. ASAP.
Allah fish, how are you?
I'm not doing good.
Okay, you're good. Okay, I'm not good. I'm going.
Okay, bye. Exactly. The hell? You request me in the middle of this. Do you not see we got stuff going on here? Golly. I swear, people, no respect. No respect. Okay. So that's my demands. What do they say when I do this? They say I'm trying to entrap people, or what do they say? Extort. They say I'm trying to extort people for an apology. I just want an apology. I want an apology that says you were wrong. Kaylie was right. That's really it. That's really all I care about at the end of the day. Sorry, guys. I'm putting in reports right now for Gabby and hacking. 1 second. I got to hack. Look, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay? You people play dirty. I see y'all's little Reddit. I love to read y'all's Reddit. I do. I really do. And one of y'all on there, Nikki7, girl, I'ma find you. I'ma find out who you are, because you got a hard for me. There's a couple of y'all that do. But oh yeah, I saw Rainbow Bright still sitting with Feisty, goofy. Just goofy. Rainbow Bright, you ain't gonna be able to defend yourself in this. Nikki7 to the front. I'm pretty sure Nikki7 is this. I'm almost positive they're from the 2K realm. I gotta look through my screenshots. And once I figure out that, if it is the same person, I ran you off one time, I'll run you off again. Don't make me. I'll go back to the old days where I made y'all's grandmas my profile pictures. Don't make me. That would make sense, Lady Di. Look, y'all aren't as smart as y'all think y'all are. Just like Rainbow Bright, just like all of them, Cluck Clurb, that have accidentally doxed who they are themselves. You're just not as smart as you think you are. You mess up. You like the wrong thing. We can piece it together. It's not complicated. And I have a team of smart people. Unfortunately, we use our powers for evil. A public shaming for a creator accused of sharing private information. That's what the AI just said. A public shaming. Public shaming. Everybody get your pitchforks. Did Rainbow do her live? No, she didn't do a live today. What happened? Kirby? Kirby got you? Oh, man. Oh, that's not a crayon. That's chapstick. No. Are you going to stop? Stop it. Please stop rubbing chapstick on everything. And then she did it again. Is this just what it's like with toddlers? They just be doing whatever they want. No. Yeah, okay. Well, at least you're cleaning it up. That's progress. Wait, okay, you're saying they do it to themselves, that their own people turn on. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, give me that. Are you going to stop putting it on the table? Yes, ma'am. Toddlers are like intoxicated adults. They just do stuff. Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, ma'am. So let's see if Hippie is gonna. I want that video. You need to. God, she looked horrible in the video too. That didn't help. She's like, guys, look at the card behind me. Look at the card behind me. This means that I've been exonerated of all things. No, the investigation just didn't go any further. You're still weird. I've been telling you for the last 6 months, you're weird. You need to reevaluate yourself. We love a Taylor's version. You need to evaluate what you're doing with your life and yourself. If your own children don't like you, maybe you've done something wrong. Maybe. Once again, that's where I'm going to draw the line. I'm not going to say anymore. But unless you delete that and you apologize, then you will have a live held on you like you want. That's what you want. Oh, God, yeah. She wanted to be Tiffany's friend. She's mad that she wasn't chosen. She wasn't a chosen one. Do you know why you weren't a chosen one? Because you're too risky. That's why they didn't choose you, because you're too risky. You're too flip-floppy. You can't be trusted. They can't trust someone like you. Okay, you keep telling me about cottage cheese. I don't care. I don't know what that means or care. Look at this fish. Look me in the eyes and ask me if I care. I don't care about cottage cheese laws. I don't know or care. If you want me to know about it, you're going to need to look it up and tell it to me right now. That's your option here. Girl, she's always been this way. You can find her stalking her ass. Oh, dude, she literally, I mean, she would go in live and be like, guys, her car! Her car's gone! Her car's there! Her car's gone, guys! At this point, I wish I could take credit for finding where you lived and giving it to Gabby. Gabby needs to know where you live because you're crazy. And who knows if you're going to come out with a freaking, I don't know, kidnapper. You're the type. No, it's needed to sell cookies in the state of Florida from your kid. Okay, so we do care about cottage cheese laws. Thank you, Joe Mama. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. I get a little sassy sometimes. Forgive me. Let me do a little dance for you. This one's for Joe Mama. That one's for Joe Mama. That's my fault. Everybody shout out. Okay, so cottage cheese law states that you need a license to sell cookies from your kitchen. Okay, so Xennial, I'm about to call in to the cookie keepers and tell on you. I want an apology stat. One apology within 24 hours, or I'm reporting you for breaking the cottage cheese law. I will report. What is happening over here? I will report. I'm getting good at this fish. A cottage cheese filter. Is that your Stephanie dance? Oh, God, she did. She thought she ate in that Ed Hardy t-shirt. Girl, it is 2026. Are you still wearing the same clothes from 20 years ago? Ma'am, I think I had that t-shirt when I was a teenager. It's time to retire it. I know the rugs have kept you this skinny this long, but sometimes you got to get a new wardrobe. Congratulations. The rest of us have grown and shrunk and grown and shrunk, and you stayed the same size the whole time. Your nose didn't, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to hell, but I've accepted it. I've accepted that. Was that too much, Lux? Oh, Sean, God dang it, you're asking for a recap. The recap is that Xennial posted a video, I linked it in the group, that me, you, and Brownie held alive about her. She said we held alive about her. And I'm not going to stand for that kind of slander because no, I didn't, because you're not that important. You are not important, but I'm going to make you important. I'm going to make you important. And now there's cottage cheese laws involved, and because she's cooking from her kitchen. And yeah, she's a narcissist. And there's some other people that have called her a narcissist before. Let's see. Is the Reddit talking about me? What we got? I'm getting updates. Hold on. Oh, never mind. This is just the cottage cheese law. Florida's cottage food law is like a cozy little bakery kingdom with rules that keep things safe, small scale. What is Florida's cottage food law? Under Florida, whatever, you can make certain foods at home and sell them without a license or inspection if you follow the rules. Hold on. Allowed example. Wait, so you can make breads. What foods are allowed? Labeling. Does she label them? I want to see your labels stat. What do you want?
Chris. Hello. मछली 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 उड़ी पानी में मछली इसका जीवन पानी है न चक
I just like making them mad. They get mad and they leave. Okay, so she can sell, but do you have the proper labels? I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police stat. You may not have gotten into trouble for that, but I'm calling the police. You have 24 hours to show me a legit label on all of your food, or I'm calling the police. Stat. I'm sick of it. Listen, if you're here listening in, make sure you follow me or you're subscribed. We hit 5,000 subscribers on the YT. Make sure you follow over there. It's Crash Out Kaylie with a K, both of them. She can't sell special cookies. That's illegal here. Does she sell special cookies? Can't sell with special ingredients. What if a child gets them? Does she sell that? Nobody can do that except for you can't just sell that from your home. That's like a big. Yeah, I'm calling the Keebler elves. How much did it cost to buy those followers? A couple hundred to get them. It's my specialty, buying them. Like Tiffany, her followers. I sure hope she's not selling that. Zennial, are you selling 420 special treats? 420 special cat turds? Is that what's going on? Are we just making things up now? So we can just make things up about people like that we held alive about you? Zenny, are you selling 420 special cat turds? Zenny, that's illegal. What if kids got a hold of that? Zennial, what if? Ew, you ordered the cat turds? Lynette, should probably get your left colon checked out. Cat litter Karen. Karen is canceled, by the way. Karen has involved herself in all of this. Cancel Karen. Cancel Karen. Look, all I know is if you have 24 hours to retract your statement and apologize, or I'm calling about the cottage cheese, I'm calling about your labels, I'm going to do a live on you about everything. I'll do an interview. I'll do it all. Y'all didn't care when y'all did it to me. Y'all was clapping. Y'all was over there. Y'all was like, yippee! Drag Kaylie, drag Kaylie, drag Kaylie, drag Kaylie. And now it's Kaylie has nothing else. Kaylie has nothing else. So what are we going to do? Y'all messed up. Y'all brought my kids into it. You brought my kids into it. Now what? Like I said, but I ain't got no nieces, nephews, cousins, uncles, grandpappies, grandmammies, grandbabies. Whoo, Lord, don't have grandbabies. Hope they're adorable. We're going to rate them on cuteness. I'll have an ongoing thing. We'll take votes on who's the ugliest grandkid. Yeah, that lady. I always said it. Kids are off limits. I'm still fighting with Toothless. Look, I get it, dude. Kids are off limits, and they made a mistake of trying to bring up what's going on in my kid's life. You want to talk about me and me getting a divorce? Sure, you're gonna have to wait until next year to get the results of. Well, no, I guess it's this year, end of this year to get the results of that. But that's not what y'all did. Y'all didn't want to know about my divorce. Y'all wanted to hurt my kids. It's an unfortunate turn of events for y'all. Now, I'm sure most of them can't see their grandkids. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Isn't Find Out not allowed around her grandkids either. So has anyone made the bingo card of who's all been canceled off of this app so far? We'll have to put Feisty on there twice. We need the bingo card because I think it's funny. We need an HOA bingo card of who Gabby has had kicked off the app. That's right, tap, guys. We're also going to do another HOA trivia. I did want to tell y'all that it'll be hosted by your favorite twin. Um, that's the moat. That's the remote. You're so cute and beautiful and amazing and smart and perfect and God's little angel baby. Yes, you are. Well, it's not. There we go. So if you join my Discord, there is a public Discord. If you want to post your questions in there because you're not a member on YT, you can, and maybe one of the members will put it in the HOA trivia submission. But we'll hold another HOA trivia. This is going to be my way of getting out there what these people have done. So you can submit if you are a YT. Is it Squarter? I try to give them little things like that, both of them, but also not just telling them like they're beautiful. I'm like, you're going to change the world one day, all those types of things. Okay, they found a pacifier and both of them, you're not a baby. You're my baby forever and ever. You gonna be my baby forever? Hey, are you gonna be my baby forever? Okay, he's not gonna answer me. Yeah, you can have their criminal charges. It can be anything. So like an example would be which HOA member was the most recently arrested. So we'll do that. That's like an example. You can submit whatever questions you want. The way you submit it is the question and then the answer. And I'll put it on my list of HOA questions. We'll hold it again. Next time what we'll do, because we got kicked off TikTok last time, as long as we have proof, it can't be fake questions. Like it has to be actual things they've done. We can add that on there. Or which one was a night walker? Yeah, perfect questions. And just submit that to my Discord. There is, like I said, there's a public Discord. People like mods or whatever can get y'all's questions from there and add it over to the members. But if you are a member, you can directly add your question. So if you're a member, you know that your question will be included. So do that. Maybe this weekend we'll do HOA trivia. It'll be Danny hosting again, of course, because, she loves the trivia. It's a good time. So, trying to think of anything else. Yeah, if you're on the Discord, the public Discord, I always put where I'm going live, whether it's favorited, YouTube, or on here, so you can check that out. I don't know if Brownie's going to hold another live tonight. I see people already submitting HOA questions. But yeah, which HOA member always says that lives are about her when they're not? Zennial hippie. Girl, nobody knew you. The reality is nobody knew you. You inserted yourself into this because you wanted to be involved so bad and you wanted friends and you thought this was going to make you friends. Can we request receipts from Wendy's animal control and tenant with police, please? I would love that, Gage. I've been asking for that. I've asked for that for a while because Wendy accused me of doxing her. I proved. Once again, these people don't like receipts. I had the text messages from Gabby where it was Casey that doxed Wendy. If you want to consider it doxing, it's actually not doxing. Your addresses are public information. But which HOA member needs to... That's a good one. Can someone add that? Which HOA member needs to learn the cottage cheese law? Somebody add that. We've asked for that. I've asked for the proof that police even went to Wendy's house because she said that. I think she's a liar and she's not going to show the proof of that. Wendy needs to be held accountable in this too. All of these people need to be held accountable. As much as y'all dislike Gabby, and that's fine, you can dislike Gabby. I've been mad at Gabby recently for all her hinting at C's diagnosis and all that stuff. So I absolutely, I get it. I get being mad at those things. And I've already stated multiple times, the only victim in all of this is that little boy. Gabby is not the victim. None of these adults are victims either. Feisty is not a victim. These adults all chose to involve themselves in all of this. That child did not. And he did not deserve to be ripped from the only home he knew when he wasn't in danger. I get it that it's not the perfect household. Majority of homes have made mistakes and aren't the perfect household. Okay. But that's not how CPS works. So it is important that these people are held accountable, and that we don't allow them to do this to somebody else, because that is the reality, is that when these people are done with Gabby, they will move on to the next person. And I agree. Yes. Crazy B needs to prove that her tires were slashed. I do agree with that. I've said that from the start. This is the problem, is that I've said all these things from the start and people didn't want to listen to me. I'm glad that people are listening now, but some of the things y'all are asking for proof on, I have been asking for that. These people don't believe in real receipts. Yeah, they were desperate to punish Gabby because she doesn't like Gabby. The reality is that they hate their own lives, and that's why they try to punish somebody else. They want somebody else to be worse than them. Well, guess what? Gabby didn't willingly get in a fight in front of her kids and spend a night in jail twice. Insurance fraud, that's interesting. That's an interesting theory. You know, it's just, I get it. Gabby's not perfect. I don't think she is. I think she has a lot to learn as a parent, but everybody does. And like, to pretend that you're a perfect parent and that you've never done anything wrong is crazy. Is absolutely crazy, especially when you have the longest CVS size receipt list of rug usage and all that. Where were your kids when all that was going on? You, like, pretending that you were perfect just because you've changed now doesn't erase the past. Yes, maybe you've changed, but that means that Gabby can too. That is the reality. That is the reality. Okay. And all of those people who harp on Gabby are just, I've changed so much. I'm such a better person now, except they're getting arrested for the same things that they were doing back then. But why is Gabby not allowed to change? And I'm not saying she's changed into this oh so godly, amazing human, but my God, is she as bad as she was in Illinois? No, because I've watched the videos. I've watched them. How about we get MH to release all of his receipts on G? I don't think that would ever happen because Mexican Homie doesn't have receipts. They don't exist. He's a liar too. They're all liars just to get followers. They're all liars. You know why? Like, I risk every day losing accounts to tell the truth. I risked a 40K account. Do y'all understand that? Where I was making hella money to stand up for what was right. So you don't get to say that I'm this bad person and I'm all this. No, I'm a hypocrite and blah, blah, blah. How? I will always, just like, y'all done made me mad on that Reddit over there talking about I support ICE. Kiss my ass. You know damn well I don't. Y'all are a bunch of liars. I have Hispanic children. Screw y'all. That is not true. I'm the only one of any of these creators who have ever held lives discussing how disgusting what ICE is doing is. I'm the only one of any of them, even Mexican Homie, that has held lives telling people where protests are. I'm the only one who has stood up for people of color. None of y'all have, except when it was against Gabby. So no. And yes, I will stand up against microaggressions. Absolutely, I will. Absolutely. Yes, I did. And yes, I will. And I always will. And I don't take it back because I don't care if you get me banned. I don't care. Because to me, another human being is more important than popularity on an app. I don't care. A Black person's feelings is more important to me than getting to go past a damn Reddit post. ICE ripping apart families. I don't want to hear it when all y'all voted for Trump over there. I don't want to hear it. Don't make me show that. Don't make me, because I will. No, exactly. They wanted to control me. Oh God, now they're all live defending, because this is what they'll do. They'll defend Rainbow because they want Rainbow on their side. I don't care. Kelly, don't start with me because I'll drag you too. I'm not the one. I done told y'all I'm done. I'm done with y'all. I was nice. I kept saying that I don't want to. My kids are wrestling, so if you hear all that. I kept saying they have selective outrage. Oh, yeah, no, exactly. 100% they have selective outrage. I kept saying that these people. Can y'all quit kick? Hey, come here. Come see mommy. Quit kicking each other. You only kick at martial arts, sir. Ooh, careful. But I kept saying that these people. I forgot what I was saying. Mimi prays to Trump nightly. Probably. That's Gabby and them's choice. I already spoke to Gabby and Aaron about why that was not okay and pretending I did. But y'all shut the hell up. I know y'all don't have chatters in your stuff, but I do. And if I didn't see a comment, I didn't see it because I have good mods that catch stuff immediately. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. And just because Mexican homie is Mexican doesn't mean that ICE should be used against him. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. 100%. I would never. We had this discussion where I kicked out multiple followers because they were the way they were talking about ICE and I'm doing quote fingers, illegals is what they called them. I kicked them because it's disgusting because my children are from immigrants. And so I'm not like, I mean, it's no secret. I have Cuban children and their grandfather literally came from Cuba. He's here legally and I'm thankful for that, but that is terrifying that they could be like that their grandpa, something could happen and he could be locked up and until it's proven that he has papers and all that. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And I would hate that for my father-in-law because he's a wonderful man. So, it worries me for their father. It worries me, because of their last name. It's scary. It's a scary world to live in right now. So don't you fucking dare put that on me. I'm blessed, okay? I know it. I'm lucky. I am lucky to not have to live with those fears, but I fear it for my children. That's what I fear for. I know that it won't happen to me, and I am lucky because of that. I get it. I get it. It's white privilege. I do get it. But my children don't have that, and it scares me for them. And I did have to learn a new way of living and a new way of thinking because of that for my kids, because I have seen things happen to my children just because of their last name. And being picked over because of their last name. And so it's like to a point where I even one time thought like, well, maybe we should give them, my last name so that this doesn't happen again, which is sad. That is so sad. But I want them to be proud of, I want them to be proud of who they are, where they come from, where their family comes from, because they should, because it's a beautiful culture. And, but it's sad when you hear my father-in-law's story of how he tried to, as much as he, because they're pretty white passing. He just tried to blend in. He stopped speaking Spanish. Once he learned English, he still won't. He still doesn't like to speak Spanish. And he didn't teach Spanish to his children and stuff because he didn't want them to get bullied. He wanted them to just blend as well as they could and be hidden in the white masses. And it's sad because they lost their culture that way. And so for me, I try to really make sure that my children understand their culture. And even though I can't teach them Spanish, their dad knows a very little bit. But, I remind them that their hair is how beautiful their hair is, that their curls come from their dad and because my daughter literally is the blonde hair, blue-eyed Cuban. And so it's because Mexican homie's not a fucking victim, bitch. That's why. Shut up. Nobody's talking about Mexican homie being a victim. But she's a beautiful little Cuban girl, and I remind them of that. So it is disgusting that you people... did I say I was mature? Do you know where you're at? Did you take a wrong turn? I don't think you know where you're at, goofy. I don't think you know where you're at, goofy. This ain't Mature Island. This is the island of misfits. My cousin stopped teaching because she feared the Hispanic students would get... That is scary. It is scary. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm just not going to listen to people who... I've never even heard Mexican homies stand up against ICE. I've never heard Feisty or any of them. Now, me, you can go months back and watch streams where I have discussed ICE and the impact that it's having on our country and how disgusting it is and how it's just like repeating history with the Holocaust. That is where we are headed. It is disgusting. So you don't get to say that about me. Once again, receipts to prove you all wrong. Receipts to prove you all wrong. Feisty praise to Trump. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are the people that would call ICE on people. If Gabby was Hispanic, you best believe they would have called on her. Oh my God, in a heartbeat. Gabby has people that made fun. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to help Gabby. There is a group of people that are going to help Gabby, me included, to report this stuff to CPS so that when y'all make reports in the future, it is taken into accountability that people have lied. And I hope that social worker, whoever she may be, I believe her name is Lindsay, loses her job. I have helped her be better, so shut up, Barefoot. Barefoot 420, is that you, Feisty? Don't you have some Temu shirts to make? Barefoot 420 took a wrong turn. They took a wrong turn. They thought this was Mature Island. It's not. You can look at my profile. Okay, let's take a look at your fake ass profile. Just kidding, I don't want to. Oh, really, Tabby? That's interesting. See how fake it is? I can't see your profile. I'm live, dummy. I'm not going to go look at it. Let me tell you one thing right now. You're not important. I know you want to be important, but you're not. And I'm not going to go look because I don't care. Okay? Barefoot. I know that's what you want, but you're not important. Sorry. Now, I'm going to finish my coffee. Hello. Make sure y'all join the Discord. You can join the public Discords. Xennial, you have 24 hours to retract your statement and apologize, or I'm going to go hard because I'm tired of you lying about me. You have told people that I have doxed you. You're a liar. I already proved you wrong. You're a liar. So you can either retract your statements or I'm going to do what you've been telling people that I've done to you. That's what's going to happen. And guess what? That's totally legal. We're going to talk about your adult children, all of the things that you're claiming I've done. Is that what you want? Okay, well then you have 24 hours to give an apology, or we're going to have a fun Xennial dedicated live this weekend. Okay. Should we do HOA trivia weekly? I mean, the questions are going to be repeated because we want people to know what these people have done. It's very important. Everyone's allowed to participate. If you don't hate, like if you own, like everyone. I don't care who participates. If you know the answers, you know the answers. I don't care what side you're on. Anyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. Okay. We're going to try to, I've got 3 mounts now. So hopefully should be able to go live on all of them. And I'll be able to, if I can't host it, someone else can host it and whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. But make sure you follow this account, my backup account. There's a post with my backup account. It should be Kaylie Sucks 2.0, I think. Make sure you're subscribed to me on the YT. Everything y'all gift me on here has to be regifted. I don't get any of this money. So if you want to give me money, you gotta do it on favorited. Okay, favorited or the YouTube. Go become a member. All right, that helps me out a lot. That's how I'm able to stay home and homeschool my kids. I do still work as a nurse. I know you people don't like to believe that, but I do. Okay. But I work around my kids' schedule because I have a child with special needs. So that is what I do. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Go stop. I got to get with you. I got some questions. about some things. I need to get with you. It's good to see you. Everybody else, I love you guys. Zenny, 24 hours, please, to let me know if you're going to apologize. It's not to just me. You need to apologize to me, Mama Sean, and Brownie, because the live was not about you. All right, got you, Ghost. I will. Hi, Andrea. And yeah, clock's ticking. And stop talking about me, goofy. If you don't want me to talk about you, the best thing you could do is not talk about me. That's the best thing you could do. Be like Pink. I haven't said that much about Pink. Still think she's a horrible person, but she's at least disappeared. But if she comes back, I'll talk about her. All right, love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Hold up.